guys, today we're going to be doing a quick comparison video between two brands of coat racks. Over here, this is from the brand SONGMICS, and over here, this is from the brand Z&L House. We're going to go over the pros and cons to each of these, help you make a choice which is best for you. So let's start by talking about functionality, and that's my biggest thing about the SONGMICS coat rack is how functional it is. I love how big these hooks are. I love that there's 12 hooks versus a traditional 8. And they also have these balls at the end to make sure things don't slide off. Lots of storage room. The hooks aren't all directly over top of each other, which means less overlap of coats. Really functional design. I love it. From Z&L House over here, it's more of a traditional tree style coat rack. However, what I don't love is that they do put two of these branches directly over top of each other there, and then two directly over top of each other there. I feel like they could do a better job of scattering them around, especially considering there's only 8. So as far as functionality goes, I give a bit of an edge to the SONGMICS brand over there. Let's talk about stability. You do have 4 legs over on this one here, and they all have adjustable feet, so even if your floor isn't level, your coat rack will be. For Z&L House, it is a bit more wobbly, doesn't seem quite as stable, and you only have 3 feet there, so stability does go to SONGMICS over here. It's rated for 44 pounds. This one isn't rated, but I would estimate between 20 and 30. You don't want to overload it, especially with only 8 hooks. So let's go to aesthetics, and that's really where the Z&L House shines. I love the look of a traditional coat tree here. I love the dark stain to it, and you will note this is more of a matte finish here, which some people like more than others. That's the real big advantage to this one. And SONGMICS over here, much more of an industrial look. So if that goes with your home decor, you may want to opt for that. But for a more traditional look, that's where the Z&L House really shines. Now finally, let's talk about assembly time. I love that about the Z&L House. It is completely twist off here, really easy to assemble, under 10 minutes, just by one person, super quick and easy. With SONGMICS over here, it's going to take about 45 minutes. You probably want a second person to help you with all these screws and washers. It is a little bit more of a hassle. Overall, when you weigh those 4 different factors, my personal preference is this SONGMICS coat rack. I do think the functionality is really superior, and there's the small things we talked about. But overall, both decent coat racks, and I think you should consider both in your search.